called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 1st down, Trent. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
a shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Trent. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Trent completes it to Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
2-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 3.5 to go, first quarter. A first down carry for Henry. Open space inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 22 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. On first down, Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Back at the 32.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Trent. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up and trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 14, 49ers 7.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Derrick Henry with his second second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quan Alexander, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground? And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
Off the play fake. Trent. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action. Trent. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 21. Seahawks 14.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down. So you got to move a little bit, right? You know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done. Rodgers to throw on second down. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Prater lining up for the point after.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And some room to roam now. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on first down. Trent. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Looking to throw. Trent. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. A battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Rodgers pass.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Rodgers now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mostert. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now. Okay, so they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Rodgers throwing after the interception. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
They run again with Logan. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
1st and 10. Eric Henry.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
To throw on 3rd down, Trent. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Trent. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty.
And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Trent. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Trent. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man here is Foster. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here we go on 4th down. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Fuller, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Seahawks 22. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Again, it's Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First down.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and
back to throw. Trent, they set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Trent. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd and 2, Trent. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle. 72 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They run with Logan. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
TJ Logan.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, Doug.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Seahawks.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Derrick Henry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a... Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.